like love, love, love and music. La la la, love, 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 love and music. Love,
love. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for Empire Season 5. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco? I don't know. Season 5, whatever. Season 5, Episode 2. I have not spoken Spanish since middle school. No, high school. So, 18 years ago. Good episode, I'll say that. It was a good episode, but some part of this show is already irking my nerves, so let's just get into it. If you have not done so, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Hello, Jaybirds. Hello, Jaybirds. Hello, Jaybirds. And be an active Jaybird. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe and be that active Jaybird who watches other videos. You know, comments here and there in the comment section. Like the videos, share the videos, and all that good stuff. And do not forget to also hit the notification bell because it'll let you know when I have a new video up. Do not forget, in the description box below the video there was links to follow me on YouTube, Lord Jesus, to follow me on Instagram, to follow me on Twitter, to follow me on Facebook. The link to get my theme song is on there too, Karla's song. And there's also the link to my YouTube. Why keep to my YouTube? My Teespring store where I have my hoodies, my shirts, my mugs, all that stuff. So don't forget to shop. Thank you. All the goodness. So yeah. The episode starts off, you know, Cookie and Lucious in the studio with Treasure. And, you know, they're trying to have her do like a little hit song or whatever. And they're listening to the song that she recorded. And they like it. They think it's a whole little hit or whatever. And so she's like, okay, so what's next? Like, what do we do next? They're like, well, next we have to make another song. They're like, there's nothing worse than only having one. Let me cut my air conditioner off. It's only having one hit song and then not having anything to follow it up with. So that's the first thing that we need to do. But we also need to get this song on the radio. So that's the whole thing. It's like, well, who's gonna be my PR person? Like, who's gonna be this person, that person? And they're like, look, you know, we're a startup company now, and you know, we're gonna work with you one-on-one. Like, you're gonna work with us directly, and we'll be able to build you up to be, you know, big wig. So Lucious is then going to the radio station to try to get the song played on the radio, and the disc jockey dude is Sway. I need answer, Sway. Whatever. I don't. Sway been out for a long time. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, when he goes to the interview, whatever, the Sway is asking him like personal questions, like, you know what I'm saying, well, word on the street is, you know, you and Cookie been off, you know, off the grid or whatever, and y'all let Eddie come up and, you know what I'm saying, snatch the whole company. It's, you know, what happened? He like, well, you know, I'm here for you to play my song or whatnot. He like, well, yeah, we need, you know, talk about, you know, not forget this new stuff. Like, what about this old stuff that happened? Like, what happened? And he keep pushing. So Lucious like, bruh. They lean and he say, do you like your heart beating inside your chest? I say, you gonna threaten that man? Okay, Lucious. And Sway, of course, looks scared. Sway always looks scared. And so the big boss do, like, you know what I'm saying, sorry about that, we can't play the song, you know what I'm saying, we need to get to these rumors or whatever. That's what's gonna sell. He like, that wasn't what I was here for. I was told I would come here, y'all would talk to me a little bit and then play my song. We can't do that. You're like, well, you know what? You had the chance to break the next Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? You missed it. She ain't Whitney Houston. We ain't gonna do all that anyway. We ain't gonna do that. So we then see Giselle. Giselle is happy because she's assuming that she's gonna be named permanent CEO since she was interim CEO, and they're having a whole party to announce the permanent CEO. And she's talking to Becky like, you know what I'm saying? I got my couch picked out of my office already. You bought a couch before getting the position? Well, I know it's there, so it's fine. So we see her and Becky, of course. Becky is her right-hand girl. I'm like, okay, Becky, got a whole step up. And they trying to spread this whole little black girl magic thing. Cool. So we then see, you know, she's waiting to figure out who got the position. And she learns it ain't her. It's this dude called Kingsley, who was the dude that she was robot fucking in the last episode. Yep, it was whole robot sex away. And he got the job. And she's pissed. And as she sees her couch being laid out because at her office she's upset. So she go to her own office or whatever, and she's basically murdering her couch. Okay, I'm like, you just bought that couch. So Becky like, I got champagne and wine or whatever. We can kind of, drink. She's like, no. I'm going to nail Kingsley to the wall, and they'll be so sorry that they never made me CEO. I'm going to get that position. Well, calm down, girl. Calm down. Breathe, okay? Stop taking bottles to the head, because she's drinking from the bottle. She's drinking from the bottle. Too much. Seemed too much. And now she out for revenge. I'm like, is everybody out for revenge? I'm like, I just can't. Could we ever have a season where it's not 5 or 6 people out for revenge? It's just too goddamn much. Anyway, we see Hakeem. Hakeem ass is in his drawers at Jamal's house. Jamal there too. So is Jamal's boyfriend. But so is Jamal's, not Jamal, but so is Hakeem's friends. I'm like, why does he not have his own place? Why can't he go to the hotel room? Like, why are you at your room? And they all like sitting around drinking and getting high. I'm like, that is so immature. So Jamal is like, you know what? This is some bullshit. Get your ass up. Go take a fucking shower because you stank. And we got somewhere to be. Like, fuck the bullshit. Let's go. Okay? And they go see Dre. Dre's in jail, of course. He like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting out in a little while. Like, is there a reason y'all here to come visit me early? I'm like, well, don't you want visitors? No. Anyway, we do see when they're in there visiting, the dude's like, oh my god, it's all the Lyons brothers, we have to perform. And the 3 inmates like rap for them. I'm like, go sit y'all asses down. Don't you be up here rapping. Anyway, we see that Hakeem is still upset with Dre for being the reason that Anika's dead. Like, he killed Bella's mama. I'm like, Bella's mama killed Dre's child and Dre's wife. Like, why does no one remember Anika killed Rhonda? Okay? And she pushed Rhonda down the stairs that killed his baby. Like, she deserved to die and burn in hell. Okay? In the words of Samuel L. Jackson from A Time to Kill. That's what yes, I hope they died. I hope they burned in hell. Okay? Anika was not saying, yes, she was Bella's mama or whatever, but she killed Rhonda. She had Rhonda go off the cliff and she pushed her down them damn stairs and killed that baby. Fuck her. Damn it. Anyway, but Dre like, that's alright. I know he's upset, but she got what she deserved. He like, oh, that's some bullshit. It's a whole argument. And Jamal like, look, I'm going back to London, and you know what I'm saying, Hakeem, you out here with all these guns, whatever, acting crazy. We care about you. We love you. And when I'm going back to London, mom and dad gonna need y'all. They're gonna need both of y'all. So I need to kind of squash this shit and get it handled. But of course, Hakeem been young, dumb, and stupid, and he don't want to forgive it. He like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't care when, you know what I'm saying, he killed Bella's mama. You didn't care when I was shot and I was in the hospital and you was all over there in London living your life. You know what I'm saying? Living your best life. I'm like, so why am I even here? You need to be in prison because if you keep knocking on the devil's door long enough, someone's gonna answer you. In the words of your daddy from Four Brothers, that's another great movie, Four Brothers. I gotta add that to my repertoire. Anyway, he leave the prison like, wow, I ain't supposed to be here because he's pissed off. But I'm like, man, fuck a nigga. Again, a nigga killed people first. Okay, she killed 2 people. Dre just killed 1. Cookie at the studio, waiting on Treasure. Waiting, but she does not show up. And Cookie mad because, of course, this is studio time and she's going to have to pay back because she ain't even really paying for it. It's her friend who hooking her up. But she like him saying it's a waste of goddamn money. So she go finds her. And where is she? At her house, getting ready for go to work in her little work club because she's a social worker. And, because Lucious could not get her song played on the radio that day, she feel like, oh, well, I have to go back and make money because this is how I, live. And Cookie like, you know what? When I was young, my daddy did not believe in my dream or whatever. And when I told him I was leaving to do music or whatever, he just did not think it was smart. And he cried or whatever. He had been a hard-working father. He had always put food on the table, did A, B, C, D, F, and G. And sad enough, he died before he could see that I took all the lessons he taught me and I applied them to do what I love, and that's music. I see something in you, Treasure. So call me once you see it in yourself. And she walks away. Treasure going back to work, for me, I was like, she's shady. Something in me said you can't trust her. I'm just telling you. Something told me that, and I'm always right most of the time. Now, back in prison, Dre chilling, you know what I'm saying, sitting around, whatever, being cute in the prison, and we see some dude. I think the dude name, what's the dude name? I'm gonna call him Putty, because he pussy, okay? Putty in the prison, and he's trying to break a new kid, and I'm like, I never get in prison what they get out of making people they bitch. I be like, I don't want a man to, like, if I was a man, I don't want to have to make a man be like woman like. I feel like that's just, you know, it's a little homosexual. And I just don't understand it. So, you know what I'm saying, for me, I'm like, what man takes pleasure in like another man like just being, I don't get that. I really do not get that. Anyway, he's telling the little kid, like, you know, to crawl to me. I'm like, he not a dog. He isn't a fucking dog. I'm like, piss me off, okay? And he like abused himself, like hit him enough. This is crazy. So Dre, of course, is getting pissed off because he can see the dude Putty is preying on the weak, okay? And he ain't for it. But Dre, like, little friend or cellmate or whoever, stops and say, look, Dre, it's almost time for you to get out. Like, don't do nothing stupid. You know, you can't do nothing stupid. Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't go ruin your life for a kid that you don't even know. So of course Dre calms down. So we see Lucious go to another friend radio station who owns it. I feel like this is like a little low-key one or whatever. Anyway, they like, you know, we can't play your song. Like, we have a whole set playlist and we can't do it. He said, well, you know what? How about if I give y'all an exclusive interview about my song called something. I don't know if he said the song was called like something about like a rebirth or unbirth or something about a baby in the birth. I don't know what it was. But again, they're like, what? You've never talked about the song. You know, you've never had this conversation. And then he says, I know. And after this, I never will. I know my battery of something is always low. This time it's the iPad. And so he sits down and tells them the story about how Cookie had a miscarriage with their first child. It was a girl, and how he sat there, watched the Cookie sleep in the bed in the hospital, and how he just kept wondering like what life would have been like if the baby, you know, did not take his first and last breath at the same time. Like, what if I would have got her to the hospital on time? Like, he kept thinking about what would have happened, you know, just if that baby could be reborn or unborn in some kind of way, and things could be different. So that was the point of the whole song, and so he would never tell the story again. Anyway, and he said also because I felt like if me and Cookie can overcome that, losing our firstborn child, our first daughter, we can overcome anything. And then he's like, you know, so that's the whole story or whatever. And so they then play the song. They play Treasure's song, and they like it. I don't like it that much. I don't. It's a little bit catchy, but it's a song that I would have to hear like 18 times, like over a month time span. And by the time I like it, no one else does either. So I don't know. Anyway, so now the song is a hit, playing on all the radio. It's like it's requested here, there, and everywhere. So we then see Cookie and Lucious going to meet Treasure at a restaurant to talk about business, and then they walk up, and Giselle is at the table with Treasure. She stole Treasure from them. She assigned Treasure to Empire, and they're pissed. And I told y'all, Treasure's a sneaky bitch. Okay, why? Because when she felt like this song was not on the radio the first time, she dipped. So I said, from here you can tell that she ain't loyal. And so of course they pissed off. Pissed. And she said it's not because of the pitch you gave me, it's because, you know, it was fun, you know what I'm saying, making music in your living room, but you know what I'm saying, Empire has more to offer me, and they can push my career to the next level. And Lucious is like, we built Empire brick by brick, person by person. Like, we build stars, and we also can yank their ass out the damn sky. You know you signed a contract with us, so we gonna sue you. Whatever, you can't sue her, because if you sue her, well, I'll keep y'all in litigation. Y'all know y'all can't afford it, because y'all broke. So whatever. How about I write your check? Keep your check, bitch. Come through, Cookie. Come through, Cookie. Okay? And it was absolutely amazing. So they leave her there, and I'm like, Treasure's stupid. And it's true, because some people be so head over heels thinking, oh, they can offer me more money now. But think about this. It's the equivalent of if you sign a deal and they give you this one company gives you this huge advance. But what you don't know is you got to pay all that money back, and then once your song don't do shit, they won't help you do nothing else. Whereas sometimes a little mom and pop thing will help build you up from the ground up, okay, step by step, brick by brick. But Treasure Chew, you know, money hungry right now. Think about how, well, they have more to offer me. You say that because of the name, and sometimes, even though it's a machine, some machines don't do the most for you. That's why some artists go indie, because you have these machines behind them who don't really push them to be the best that they can be. But whatever. So, you know, they get home and they're mad. I can't believe she did. I cannot believe it. So dumb. And then Lucious's phone rings. And who was calling him? Kingsley from Empire. He wants to meet with them, okay? And they meet at like a little hood restaurant or whatnot. And I'm like, what do you know about this little hood restaurant? And watching it, it made me think that for lunch tomorrow at work, I'm gonna order some Gus's chicken, some Gus's famous chicken, something, because the chicken reminded me of his food, and I want some, so I'm gonna get them from Grubhub tomorrow. Anyway, but yeah, they met at this little hood restaurant, and he ordered them chicken. And then Luke just gonna say, you forgot the watermelon, because of course, why offer black people chicken? Because they racist. Anyway, he admits, like, it was not me who had Giselle snatch Treasure. She did it on her own. Like, she went behind my back and did it herself. Like, that's her own look, cool, whatever. I ain't gonna do with that. However, I want to have Empire be different. You know what I'm saying? Empire is about family and about loyalty and all these things. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Empire needs to be back with the originals or whatever. I want y'all to come back. Okay? I want the Lyons to come back to Empire. And Cookie like, you know what? Not as long as it's some third world people or some other people who are at the head, we don't want shit to do with it. He tells them, I want y'all to come back as chairmen, like a chairwoman, chairman, or whatever, and basically be there for appearances. And then we get like a hefty, you know what I'm saying, pay ticket or whatever. So we're gonna pay you to just basically be like the face of it, but even if you're not really running nothing. And I'm like, so what are they gonna do? So we see this whole thing with Jamal. First of all, Jamal and his boyfriend of his, I'm already bored with the story. Like, Jamal in his house singing like a little goat. I'm like, he is really bad. That's how he sounds. He's like a whole goat. And I love Justin Smollett, but he sounds like a singing goat. I can't, it's true. The more he's done more, like, he wasn't that goat like season 1, song 1. Like that first couple episodes, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't that goat like. And now I'm like, he always sounds like a goat, and I'm like, I don't like it. Like, I don't like it. And you know, so that was one thing. And then him telling Kai how he needs to stay for a few more months because his family needs him. He hoped that he stays with him. What am I gonna do here? Like, you're a journalist. Like, you have tons of friends in New York. Like, call one of them and like just work with them. Is what it is. I don't care about Jamal and Kai. I don't. I feel like I don't care. You know, Kai, Jamal, and them meet with some of Kai's friends. And, you know, the one dude offer Kai a job, and he gets all happy and excited, which makes Jamal feel like, oh, you was happy and excited when he mentioned being here for a job. But when I mentioned it was, you know, I don't care. Let's talk about it. Anyway, I don't. I love Jamal, but I don't care. So Hakeem goes to Empire drunk with a gun in his waistband. And for me, you know, he trying to act like he runs, like, let me in. You know what I'm saying? My family built this place. Shut up, bruh. But you don't work there. You don't know when someone else owns it. Like, leave him alone. And he's clearly drunk. He's clearly inebriated. So Tiana comes. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And then he said, gun. He has a gun because he has a whole gun on his waistband. And I'm like, for me, the scene was kind of crazy considering how many young black men are killed for, you know, gun things. I'm looking like, was that a little bit, like, unnecessary? I think so. But was it a big issue? Not really. So he like, I'm here to see my kids, and I miss you, girl. I'm like, bruh. She like, Hakeem, you're drunk, okay? You're drunk and you cannot see them like this. Go home. Go. Whatever. So he being dumb and drunk or whatever. So back at the prison, we see Dre getting ready for war. Okay, it's a whole prison war, and he's getting ready for it. And what is he doing? He got phone books duct taped together around his his stomach or whatever, and that's what they do to protect themselves from being stabbed. But I feel like he only covered up one part. I'm like, what if he would have got stabbed in the chest? Like, you should have had a whole little thing or whatever. But I feel like sometimes, I guess when they stab you, they go So they do stab lower rather than higher. So I guess it makes sense. And I'm like, why they got phone books though? Like, why they got so many phone books in prison? Like, who in the phone book can you call collect? Anyway, I just thought about that. Anyway, he walks into like the little common area in the prison or whatever, and he looked like he finna fuck a nigga up. Okay, he walked in. I'm looking like Dre. Look, Dre is sexy. Okay, he's very cute. I love him. Anyway, he walks in and the guards are not there, and he like, the dude, you know what I'm saying, Putty, why you always starting shit with me? And Putty like taps his two little bodyguards or whatever, who then stands up, and Dre beats their ass. And the one dude try to stab him, and of course he can't stab him because he got the little phone books on there. And he like, he's a superhuman. And I'm like, no, it's phone books. And so he punched the dude, like knocked the dude out, and then here come the police, the correctional officers or whatever, and they take Dre away and Putty's two henchmen. And I'm like, Dre's smart, because before he went in there, he went and talked to his friend and said, so he whispered some stuff that we couldn't hear, and he said, you sure, man? He like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, can you help me? I can help you. So I feel like Dre's plan was, I have to get Putty's two flunkies away from him to have him by himself, okay? And then once he by himself, we can get him. We can wholeheartedly get him. Because when he was messing with the little boy again, Drake said, like, look, if you leave the little boy alone, when I leave here in in a little bit, you can have everything that's in my cell. Everything, including my burner phone. You know what? How about I take all your stuff, and I'm gonna still fuck with him, and you're gonna watch me do it. I'm looking like, no, that isn't the plan, okay, at all. But the guards stopped that thing from happening earlier in the scene, so he plotted and planned, like, I gotta get him away from this boy. And so, you know what I'm saying, now Putty ain't got no backup. So I guess we have to wait to the next episode to see who gonna take Pussy Putty out next time on Empire. Anyway, we then see Cookie and Lucious go see Hakeem, because Tiana called him like, look, he's spiraling, he's going out cold, like he doing too much. And he's sitting there with a gun and getting drunk. I'm like, that's not even a good combination. That's the worst combination anyone can have on the face of the earth. Liquor and guns is never a good thing. And he being all rude enough, like, boy, I would take this bottle and knock your head up. He like, baby, calm down, Cookie. This baby is coming down. And so Lucious then talked to him. He said, you know what, son? I know what the issue is. I know what's wrong. You scared. You scared that you won't be good anymore. You scared they're going to think he was only a little one-time rapper. He can't do it no more. That he's lost it all. He's like, I've had those same feelings. Every album I had coming up, I thought it would not be as good as the last one. So I know a lot about, you know what I'm saying, being scared. Me and your mama, we know a lot about hurt and pain. Like, we know about loss. We know that. But son, you know what I'm saying, you gotta look past that. He's like, Dad, you know, all I know is music. That's all I know. She's like, you know what? Come home with us. Even for a couple days. Just come home, get your mind right, and we can kind of, figure it out. You're like, all right, I'm gonna pack my stuff. He gets up, he takes the gun with him. Who gonna come kill you in Jamal's house? Nobody. Okay? You're safe. At this point in time, quickly, like, you know what, Lucious? Our family may need us, okay? We have to take that Kingsley. We have to take that Kingsley deal. I'm like, Lord Jesus. So we see they all come to the party. It's a whole welcome back Lyons party at Empire. Yay! Woo! 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 But, Cookie and Lucious both feel weird walking in. It's just a whole weird thing. It's like they relics. And the crazy part is, Lucious' old chair, like his throne or whatever, they got it in a glass case. Like, oh, yes, it's vintage. It's like, no, bitch. It's like a couple years old. It's okay. But it's on display as if it's this old relic that, it's out of style, out of date or whatever. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. We then see we see Lucious. Y'all know what's wrong. My battery. Couldn't reach it. Short arms, short arms. Anyway, we see Lucious and Kingsley talking, and he says to Lucious, "Man, I know you tired of this game, whatever. You and Cookie can sit back and just handle your own kids. You know what I'm saying? I will handle your kids, and I'll babysit these kids here." And he's like, "What? What do you mean?" "You know what I mean. These artists, they're spoiled. They're kids. They're babies. You know what I'm saying? They're just all they are is revenue for our bottom line. Like, we don't really care about them or whatever. Like, who cares what they do?" And Lucious like, this motherfucker don't know what he's talking to, because Lucious is all about the music and the creativity and the artists. And I'm like, is he really saying this to Lucious Lyon? I'm like, this bitch crazy? Even I was confused. I mean, you tripping. Anyway, he like, they all spoiled, and they're only good for the money they bring in. And he like, bruh, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I love those babies. I would do anything for them babies. The bottom line for me are the artists and their creativity. And if you don't get that, then I should not be working with you. Okay? Lucious, whatever. You're gonna do this because you have no choice. Okay? You're gonna go on that stage, shuck and jive, smile and smile, and do it. Okay? Because if I don't, what? If you don't, I'm going to tell everybody that the Lyons, the big old bad lion pack, they're broke and old and done for. I'm like, you old pussy. Man, look, we don't care. So Lucious felt like, okay, I don't want people to know we broke, but I don't want to work here. I got a whole decision to make. So they showed the whole Treasure, performance scene, her song. I mean, the whole time she was performing, I hoped that she was gonna fall. I'm like, please, is she gonna fall? Like, she needs to fall to come down from her whole high horse of Empire is oh so good, oh so wonderful. I'm like, she gonna never fall? No, not gonna fall? Okay, fine. So we then see Kingsley give a whole speech about, yeah, Treasure's our new thing on the artist. I mean, she's a new person. She's a new artist on the roster. We're gonna welcome the Lyons back to the throne or whatever. He has Lucious's old lion mic, and they start playing Lucious' song. Boom, 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 bang, 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 bang. That song or whatever. And Lucious don't walk up. He's like, "Where's Lucious? Where's Lucious? Where's Lucious? Lucious!" And Lucious comes up from like a little sideline or whatever. And he walks up, and I'm like, Lucious is real cute right now. So he walks up, whatever, and he's like, you know what? I want to bring up, my wife, my kids up, because I'm nothing without them. And so as Cookie and Jamal and Hakeem was walking up, he's asking Cookie, "Babe, do you trust me?" She's like, "Yeah, of course I do." "What's this shit about? What's going on? Do you trust me?" "Yes, I trust you, Lucious." Because she like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he like, you know what? Let's everyone just sit down. Let's all sit down and have a little talk. And they like, ain't no chairs in here. Like, what we gonna do? So all the people sit on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But they sit like, because they up on a little stage or whatever. So they sit on a little stage thing or whatever. But all the people on the floor. So he like, the rumors of us being broke, they're true. It's absolutely true. We're broke. We spent all of our money trying to get Empire back, and we didn't. And he like, in life, there's a thing about, you have to low winds and move on and change things, and move past stuff, and move on to the future. And Kingsley all happy, yeah, the future, yay, the future, help me, or whatever. And he say, but this ain't it. This Empire ain't it. Kingsley ain't shit. He think y'all ain't shit but some money people. He's a whole tech dude. He don't know shit about music. He's worthless. He gonna work y'all to the bone to get some money. All he care about is the bottom line. What did you call them? Some babies, some immature spoiled brats. So he going like, we ain't just some whole bullshit. He like, he just wants the money that y'all make him. And so if you don't want, and when he said this, I said, bitch. He said, if you don't want a tech nerd dancing all in your videos. I said, did you quote Suge Knight talking about Puffy? Bitch. If you don't remember the Source Awards, you're too young to watch my channel. But if you don't remember the Source Awards where they had West Coast and East Coast and Suge Knight went on stage and said in front of a live audience, if you don't want to worry about the executive producer being all in your videos, dancing, rapping, come to Death Row. I'm like, He just quoted Suge Knight, and he said, if you don't want this tech nerd dancing all in your videos, you know what I'm saying, you know, who wants power, if you want real power, come to the Lion, whatever, the Lion people, you know what I'm saying, we'll make sure that you and your music come first, and, you know, yay, woo, and it's all claps, hugs, or whatever. And then he goes to Kingsley, you made the wrong choice, Lucious, but it felt so good. And then he leaves or whatever. And then the episode goes off. We're back to the funeral scene again. So this time, I think I said last week, what if it's Thirsty and thing? It ain't Thirsty. Why? Because Thirsty walked up this particular scene asking Lucious, and said, yeah, the limo's out front. Who you want to ride with you? I ride along. You know. And then the FBI walk in and say how they need to talk to Lucious. But Thirsty say, you know what I'm saying, he grieving. What are y'all doing here? We need to talk to him. I'm looking like, okay, who the fuck did? Okay, who the fuck did? And I thought today, I said, what if it's Becky who did? Like, what if he saw Becky because that's who did, and she was saying you couldn't have known that it'd be me. Or what if him? Look, I don't want to wait. I just need to know how long I have to wait to find out who's dead. That's all I want to know. And because Lucious was crying, and some people they think of Jamal because they think Jamal wants to be done and do music himself. I do think the show could do without Jamal, simply because Jamal almost don't be wanting to be in most of the things any goddamn way. But I don't think it should be Cookie. I don't think it should be Dre. I think based on Hakeem having 2 kids and Tiana, it won't be him. If it's one of the brothers, I think it would be Jamal. It can't be Cookie because she's too big of a character for that. I also feel like, how do we know Lucious isn't faking grieving because he had to kill somebody? How do we know he, like, someone ain't dead and it's not anyone in their family? Someone said, well, it was his mama. It's true because she alive, so that's, you know, that's why. But yeah, I just need to know who. I don't care. You know, the whole drawn out situation of who's in the casket is irks my nerves. Where every week, I feel like every week is gonna be one more person talking to him, and we'll see, well, it ain't that person, well, it ain't that person, well, it ain't that person. And they did the same shit on something else when every week they had the other person. I think it was on How to Get Away with Murder. Every week they would reveal who wasn't dead. And so they want to. Lee Daniels, do you need me to come right for you, bro? Let me know. Anyway, I'm done. Peace.
He's like love, love, love.